I do the Munch. Stop 51 on my quest to visit all 291 Michelin-recognised eateries in Singapore. This evening, I am at Ce Soir, an intimate restaurant with 6 tables, soft lighting, fabulous floral displays, an impressively lit tree, and some of the most inventive cooking available on the Red Dot. It is helmed by Chef Seth, who is a chef by name and a chef by profession. At 27, he was awarded a Michelin star, and 2 years ago, he was winner of Singapore's Michelin Guide Young Chef Award. As a result, he was gifted a certificate of appreciation and Hagrid's watch. Ying runs front of house, assisted by Chef Seth, who brought out the starters. Titled Whispers of the Beginning, they scream quality. The first of an 8-course tasting menu, which is un petit peu French, a little bit Japanese, a touch of Southeast Asian, and extremely beautiful, like an elite catwalk model. I struck a pose with Mandarin with Ankimo, dressed with a squeeze of juice. On the runway, it was Obse Blue Prawn, strutting its stuff, and the cover star of Steak Tartare was made up with Wagyu, green mango, and kaffir lime. We tick forward. The Kanpachi was consumed. The granita was eaten. The 12-hour winter melon was served up by Chef, with a childhood memory of how his grandfather grew them in his garden, along with a gentle warning not to dig too deep into the edible plate and risk putting my spoon through the skin and leak the precious elixir. Chef has seen my type before. Up next, a fish named Sawara. What is it good for? Grilling over coals and then plating alongside hakusai cabbage and mussels in brown butter. My dish of the evening, it tasted like a double cheeseburger, and you know I love a double cheeseburger. The signature house bread is seaweed flavoured, and my feedback is that it is so good, it should be served in portions the size of a house, and I will move in immediately. Lobbed in with this was a lobster tail, served with ingredients with names I can't pronounce that rendered me speechless. Every dish has at least 3 textures to keep the bouche excited. The Margaret duck is mighty. This migrates to the plate before being served with a dab of fresh wasabi and a pour-over gravy with a hen of the woods mushroom, which I did the opposite of peck at. The next course is served at the table with 5 grains that are not run-of-the-mill. The rice variations are crisped and are topped with abalone in a display that snaps, crackles, and pops. The final chapter saw 3 desserts served, all smashable and smashing. My favourite was the pretty as a picture Kaya Miss You, whose presence I yearn for. In summary, housed in a bungalow, there are levels to Chef Seth's cooking which left me floored. The sky is the limit, and I expect another star will soon come.